Yeah, what it calls. What? Well, hello there. I didn't see you there. It's the Garage Orloff Show number 60606. We had a live stream yesterday, but it was banned in 47 countries. So it exists no more. Except in our memories. So let's head on down to the snack bar. I'm selling paintings and drawings. I'm about to do a drawing here in a little bit. I was just sent. I applied for a job and I applied in the wrong place on the computer, and they had no record. So then I had to reapply, and now it's going to take weeks. So needing money. So you want to buy paintings, commission paintings, like you can get a painting of Super Hippie. I didn't do this. This is how it came to me. Some angry hippie found a Captain America hand puppet and wrote love and peace. And he's all the, I guess those are acid tabs. So I guess it's a kind of a period piece. I don't know if it's possible to scrub the magic marker off of this collectible, highly collectible 1966 Captain America puppet, but it's this is how it is now. So 1966 gave way to the Summer of Love when this was fucked up. So yes, you want to buy a painting? I can make a paint. This is a painting I did about 12 years ago. I just found it in the garage, so I can paint. I'm not Frank Rosetta or Ken Kelly, but or if you want to sketch or something, I can do that for you. And so, meantime, just contact me on here and see how that goes. Let me move this computer downstairs. I don't know what that even means. Pot, I puff one less. Pot, I puff one less. That should be the new slogan here on the Garage Orloff Show. Pot, I puff one less. Whatever that means. You have to ask a hippie. I don't know any hippies. So. Gotta move without hitting my head on this damn lamp. Okay. So, I'll get my water. Got to. All right. All right. Well, yesterday we had a live stream. We had Meyer Greenblatt on, Mike. I can still see it, but no one else can see it because I decided to show this old friend of mine who passed away his filmmaking style. And I thought, well, maybe if I show these 2 music videos he filmed for the Revolting Cocks and the Ramones, if I don't play the music, maybe that'll be okay. But apparently not. But that's the way it goes. Okay. Let's see. What did we talked? We talked about 8mm Super 8 films. We talked about the Australian movies. We talked. Oh well, I can recreate it. So let's see. You sons of bitches. Okay, well, how are you guys doing on this fine Friday evening? Tomorrow's the big Donald Trump rally in somewhere, Michigan possibly. Let's see what people are talking about. Go Away says greetings. Why am I moving like a bad stop motion animation? Greetings. Or Mike says banned, but everything's not moving smoothly. Where's my fucking... Did I leave my phone upstairs? Possibly. Or Mike says, well, at least they didn't change his gender. Wait, I missed something. Damn those Bolsheviks. At least they didn't change his gender. I'm not following the stream of comments. Howdy, Go Away, says Hoarder Mike. All right. So, what did you miss yesterday in the stream that has been banned? Oh, the Captain America, yeah. Back in the old days, if you watched last episode, if you didn't get to see the live stream, but you saw the last episode, at the very end, I was freaking out. Where are my Super 8 films? Well, I found them. Here's one of them. They're from the famous Ken Films. And found this Spider-Man one. I'm going to recreate all the stuff that was lost on the historic broadcast yesterday, because I can kind of remember some of it. Night of the Blood Beast with this art that's been cobbled together from Beast of Blood, and this is just a wonderful thing. Should not be in a closet, so these are going to have to go on display. The Spider, It Must Eat You to Live. This is one that's been in the family since before I was born. Woody Woodpecker. Look at this nice patriotic American family watching their Woody Woodpecker films. Here's Rodan, the Flying Monster. Here's Howdy Doody's Christmas from Castle Films. Here's about 8 to 10 minutes of Planet of the Apes in black and white without sound. Here's Battle for the Planet of the Apes, arguably the worst of the 5 films. And there are other films that have made afterwards, but no one counts those as Planet of the Apes movies. Squirm. There's a really great scene in this film where the worms are crawling up into this guy's face, and he's like trying to pull the worms out. That's a great scene, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Heckle and Jekyll, all 3 of you watching. Good Lord, says Horror Mike. I don't know what that's in reference to. Putting together a pile of pertinent stuff to show and tell will pop on sometime soon. Oh yeah. Yes, Go Away was talking about Go Away was, this is actually in color, but no sound. Go Away was talking about actually coming on in person sometime. That'll be cool. I Was a Teenage Frankenstein, Body of a Boy, Mind of a Monster, Soul of an Unearthly Thing. That's a good description of Hunter Biden, right? I was showing this yesterday. This is no longer, so this will be put back into, this is from 1958 from the theater that is just a block from here. Actually, if I go out on the balcony, I can see the marquee of this theater, the Princess Theater. It was opened in 1918, I think, the same year this house was built. And it was obviously a silent film house, but here it was showing like a double feature of The Blob and I Married a Monster from Outer Space. It was showing all this. This was given to me by the guy that curates the local museum. He was impressed. I was so excited about movies and advertising. He says, "Here, you can have one of these. Pick one out." I could have sworn he gave me two, but this is the one that I'm looking at right now. Princess Theater. And yesterday I was also showing this picture that the museum curator lent to me. This was not given to me, so I've got to take a good quality picture of this. This is the only known that I know of old picture of the house that we're in. And what's interesting about this is I'm able to see kind of. It's very strange. I actually would like to go out in front of the house and see. It looks like what you have here going on here. I'll use this guy from King Arthur's my King Arthur's Castle playset that was thrown away by my mother because it was just sitting on the back porch, and I guess she thought it was broken. But I still have all the little guys from the King Arthur's Castle. And one of these days, I was just looking on eBay. It's a made in West Germany. I still have all the little knights. Man, I think that's not how this came. I think my older brother probably painted that blood there. That's really cool. Because I don't think none of these had paint. I think he also painted that yellow on the helmet. Unquestionably, West Germany. Okay, anyway, so what's horror Mike saying? The Super 8 spider cover is classic. Absolutely. Okay, so this is a postcard, by the way. Oh man, you know something? This is addressed to the barbecue restaurant. The people that run it are the Stills, the barbecue restaurant we ate at last night, and we'll probably eat at again tonight. And so this is actually sent to one of their relatives at 520 West Washington Street. So I need to go outside here in a minute and compare this. We only have two people watching. Boy, I'll tell you. So what I'm seeing is that everything, you have to move everything backward on StreamYard. It's different from normal human photography. There are stairs here. Now the stairs are here. This porch is enclosed with glass. There's a door here now. But this part over here, this open porch where you can see through to the neighbor's house, that's now enclosed and is part of the living room. Where I was just at is over on the other side of the house. I wonder if it's possible. I gotta find my phone. Yeah, man. What else? Oh, paintings. Get in touch with me. I was giving out my email. My email is probably not the best thing because I get so many notifications on email that it's hard for me to find. Maybe the best way to do it, if you want to commission paintings or drawings from me, is to contact me on here on YouTube with comments under the videos, because I look at all of those. Or if you would go befriend me on Instagram, Gratu Orloff on Instagram, I'll see your comments there. And also you can befriend me on Facebook. But I really would like to not have to get another credit card, because I paid them all off. I just have one. But now the economy is getting so bad that I may have to do that. But if I can do these paintings until that job comes through, it would be you'd be really helping me out if you commission a painting, and then you can have some original art from someone that's not famous on your wall. But I could sign it with some famous person's name. I could sign it Rob Liefeld or Frank Frazetta or Norman Rockwell, and then you could sell it for thousands or millions possibly. What are people saying here? I got to run some errands. We should do a 4-Color Fossils original art auction. We now know that at least you, Meyer, and myself are artists in the group. Could be a hoot. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My phone. I got to go get my phone. So I'll be right back. And I got a bunch of fucking paintings I did. And I guess I need to put a price on them, because someone was wanting 2 of them, and then I threw out a price, and I guess I don't think he's contacted me back, because I said, I don't know. I don't know what the good price is for amateur paintings. I don't know. Okay. Oh, the phone was in my pocket the whole damn time. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. See, I can't click on that link. But what I'll do, see if you go find this, Gratu Orloff. Here I am. Okay. So I click on the link in the chat. And then I can come on my own show. It'll say you're entering a broadcast studio. Allow microphone. Allow. Okay. All right. Well, hello there, Shitty Gratu. Hi, how are you? I'm okay. I'm fine. Hey, let me give you full screen solo layout, Shitty Gratu. Hello, I am Shitty Gratu. Let's where did I put that photograph? Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm going to take this photograph outside and try to figure out how this house has been Frankensteined over the years. You never know who you'll meet here in the Grot Orloff mansion. It's Count Nixon. And there's Drew the dog coming up to see us. How are you, Drew the dog? All right, Drew the dog, how are you? And that's where they became big with Richie Valens. He was out on that record label, and Richie Valens, and then later the Bobby Fuller Four, who were out of Texas, but they were on the label. So basically, all right. Let's. Hopefully, it won't go to split. And there I am. Okay, so let's go out to about where this photograph must have been taken. Okay, so looking at the all the way across the street. Okay. So, oh well. Yeah, I went outside the Wi-Fi range. Scheiße. And then steps going up here, and that was a porch there. And the porch was a wraparound porch, so the porch went all the way over here. And around here. Interesting. So this was an open porch, and there was a railing here and all the way over to here. So hold on. So this was, let's see. So this would have been an open porch, open to the outside, and then let me lock this door. Yeah, there was But yeah, this is when everybody, the girls were. But yeah, this is when everybody in the girls. Okay, so more than likely, this porch, and then the porch went back this way. So all of this used to be an open porch, probably all about through here, and then there the wall, the exterior wall was here. I don't think you can even know what I'm talking about, but that's what I'm gathering here. Well, oh, my phone has low power. I wonder if there's anybody waiting to come on the show. I'll find out when I get back upstairs. I can't tell on this phone. It seems like there was something I was wanting to show you. What is this? All right. Good. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Amazing. Okay. There's some new comments. What's wrong with this phone, man? Let's see. I think it's so groovy that you live in a former funeral home. Well, it was not originally a funeral home. That picture I was just showing you, at that time it was not a funeral home. What is going on? Okay. So I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. Yes, it's so groovy now. That's a cool sound, man. We're going industrial here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to create some industrial music. We'll be just like that fantastic band Skinny Puppy or Zeb or Non or any one of those stupid industrial bands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's something in my martini. It's a cowboy who's about to be hung. It's in my martini. What a tragedy. We lost him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my gosh. Ooh, that's good. Yes, man, that's great. Buy some paintings and some drawings, and we can get back to normal. Uh, Look at this. Where am I? Where am I, ladies and gentlemen? Look, it's a picture of Elvis and Santa Claus. Elvis and the Colonel. Wow. What else do I have here? What the hell is this? Why do I have this? It's that's pretty evil looking, right? It looks like something from Aleister Crowley, but in reality, it's remembrance of the first solemn mass celebrated in St. Bo Bede Church, Kelly, Kansas, May 31st, 1931. Pretty weird, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a picture of Jesus. I've got all kinds of things here to entertain all three of you. Let me remove these bags. All right. Here's a picture of Jesus. Here's the TV guide. These Terry Tune smokers would rather light than fight. You son of a bitch! Shut up. You could be driving a new car each year for the next 20 years. Let's see what's going on in this particular issue of the TV Guide. You know, there's interesting reading in TV Guide. Oh boy. Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Where is this from? Oh, this is just listing all the movies that year. They have Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, all kinds of stuff. This is the TV Guide starting Saturday, December 23rd, 1978. So if you got up at 6:30, the only thing you'd have to watch is Animal World or Mr. Rogers. That would be no fun. 7, you've got Popeye on Channel 4. Now this is Dallas Fort Worth, so that's CBS. I think 4 in Dallas is now Fox. Galaxy Goof Ups, I don't remember that, on NBC. Scooby's All Stars on ABC. Sesame Street, or over on the independent channel 39, they had Deputy Dog. 7:30 on Channel 5, NBC, you have the Fantastic Four. That was the one with Herbie the Robot. Against the Brady Kids on Channel 39. I didn't even realize they were still running the Brady Kids at that point. 8 o'clock, you have Bugs Bunny Roadrunner, Godzilla, and the Archies on 39. 8:30, Super Friends. Mr. Rogers again? What's wrong with these people? At 9, you have Extension 79, Agriculture. Sesame Street, Josie and the Pussycats, 9:30. Tarzan and the Super 7, Daffy Duck, Hobab. What the hell was Hobab? I know what a Hodad is, but I don't know about a Hobab. And Superman was on 39. That would be the 60. Was it from 65? Superman from Filmation. I think that Superman predated the Batman live action. A cool theme song. 10 o'clock, Yogi's Space Race Fang Face. Electric Comedy. Channel 39 has the The 67 Batman cartoon Filmation. 10:30 Pink Panther. Over on 39, they had the reruns of the early 70s Star Trek. 11, you have Space Academy with against the Fabulous Funnies and the Weekend Special. I always hated the Weekend Special. Who watched that? Probably the same morons that watched Mr. Rogers. You had Fat Albert at 11:30. Oh, the Bay City Rollers were on Peppermint Place. That was a local kid show host in Dallas. He was the father of Gibby Haynes. Jerry Haynes was the father of Gibby Haynes of the Butthole Surfers fame. I never liked the Butthole Surfers. Yes, indeed. Well, I got a lot of these old TV guides because I'm a moron. Shit. All kinds of stuff here. Here's a drawing I did of Frankenstein's monster at some point. I guess I saved it. Let's put that together with this picture of Jesus and all of this stuff. What else we got here? What is this? Oh, it's $100 check from Gene Summers, the rockabilly musician, who apparently his real name was David Summers. At an estate sale, I found a record that was searching by the Coasters, but it was Gene Summers' first, I think, recording. It was an acetate that he and his band had made so they could get gigs at like Dairy Queen, performing at Dairy Queen in Arlington, Texas. So I found this acetate, and he gave, I was going to give it to him for free because I paid like 50 cents for it, but he gave me a check for $100. I mean, it belongs to him. I guess some girl that was playing piano in the band had kept it all her life, and so I was able to get it to him. This was back in November of 2013. So that was a good deed that I was responsible for. Let's see. This is my grandfather's card that shows that he's a member of the Albert Pike Lodge, Grand Lodge of Texas. So he's able to do the Masonic stuff, I don't know much about the Masons, man. Here they run the world. These photos belong to my brother. It looks like this was a teenage dance. I don't see my brother. Perhaps my brother had a crush on one of these girls. Let me see here. They seem to be really hip crowd there. Look at this. How about that? They look like they're having a great time at the party, man. Great time. And this one's dated 1970, and her name is written at the bottom, so I assume that my brother liked this girl. I'm assuming. Let's see. We have some comments over in the chat. Go Away says we had Tom Hatton hosting the Popeye show in the Los Angeles area. Greetings from the Emerald Isle, says Mont Comics. Lady Elaine Fairchild was cool, though. I don't know who that is. but I'm getting to be like batty, like Biden. Branko Bear says, loving the streams lately, Gratu. Thanks for making the time. Seems like I've done at least enough hours that I've used up my month's allotment of time, but maybe I haven't. This is one of the greatest record stores. It's in Fort Worth, Texas, which is only about, I don't know, 11 hours away now. This was a good antique mall, but a little too far now. What do we got here? I don't know who these cards belong to. I have no idea. You know what these probably are cards that I found, like in a book. You get a used book from the store, and then there's cool cards that someone's put in there. And it's like, well, it's kind of cool. It's vintage, man. I'm going to save it. But I have no idea who that belonged to. Dear Mom and Dad, this is the evening show you will both see at the Polynesian Cultural Village when you come to Hawaii. Oh, this is from my brother who apparently took those pictures you just saw. Yeah, but we never went to Hawaii, so we never saw the Polynesian people, whatever. Here's something written in a foreign language. I guess it must have been attached to some clothing. It's in German. They have long words in German. Yeah, how about that? Look at all this shit I've saved. Like a fucking, you think I'm some fucking moron. But someday this is going to be worth thousands of dollars, this Levi's thing. I have no idea why it's saved, but I'm not going to throw it away. Here's 1977. This is a receipt from Mrs. Resco, my teacher, that my mom had, I guess, handed $7.95, check, so I can get books from Tab Books. So I could probably get some of these Scholastic type Tab books that you saw. September 21st, 1977, a date which will live in infamy. Okay, this is a final statement. I guess it's when my grandfather passed away. This must be the IRS saying that he doesn't owe any money to my mother after he passed away. So this is just a deposit receipt from a bank, but even when stuff gets old enough, it starts to be cool, because just look at the cool drawing on there. To me, that's cool enough to save it. How about that? So I got a bunch of them, man. They're collectible, man. They're worth thousands of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. Go Away says Masons get a bad rap because folks believe theories. But they're good people as far as I know. I live amongst many. Yeah, my grandfather was good. I think it's once they get up to the 33rd degree level that they learn the true evil. Okay, there's a membership. My parents' membership in the PTA card, 1977 to 78. Here's what you got with your Sunbeam toaster. You think this is worthless, but if you have a vintage Sunbeam toaster, you need this to go with it, so you have your whole package complete, right? This is a guy that takes the campus cuties from Mark's and puts monster heads on them. And my wife ordered a bunch from him with different colors of one of them with Frankenstein's head, but he takes the heads from Aurora figures and puts them on these Marx figures and does new molds. But I think he unfriended my wife on Facebook because she was posting like pro-Trump things. So as cool as he is, as far as his taste, he may not have. It's like they it's like, I don't get into politics. We don't talk about politics here. There's some people that actually will believe that the Russians blew up their own pipeline. They'll believe anything they're told. Oh, look at me when I was slightly younger. God, I was fat. Jehoshaphat. 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 What's the origin of Jehoshaphat? See a guy in the Bible, possibly? Yeah, morons. What is all this shit? Oh, these are receipts. When I went through the Will Rogers Turnpike on the way here and going through Oklahoma, these are possibly things that are travel expenses. This stuff isn't interesting, but maybe. Shit. Anyway, so anyone want to buy a painting, like, or drawing? I'll draw anything you want, man. What the hell is this? Remember video stores when you used to rent VHS tapes back in the old days? What is this? Join the combat revolution. This must be some upstart wrestling league. 2010 at the Ridgely Theater in Fort Worth. These were wrestlers. Actually, oh, I know this guy. He gave me a Hulk comic book. He was actually a cool guy. Seth Shy. Yeah, he was a local wrestler back in the old country. Here's a news clipping with my father when he was a real estate agent. Okay, we got all kinds of cool stuff there, man. That's just amazing. It's incredible. Fantastic. Let's see. I've been to the Polynesian village. It's near Kona. Wasn't Kona like some kind of barbarian in the old Dell comics? Okay, so paintings. So let's talk. Where are my paintings? I'll show you some highly collectible paintings that I did many years ago. And then you can offer me, what you think they're worth, because if you ask me what they're worth, I might tell you an amount that's too much and offend you. I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't even have this light turned on. No wonder it's too freaking dark. I've been finding stuff. Oh, yesterday when we last left off, that last episode, I found my video camera. I was very happy that wasn't stolen by fiendish crackheads. But I'm still missing a Pebbles Flintstone. If you have a 1963 Pebbles Flintstone doll with the bone in her hair, I'd be interested in buying that from you because it was stolen by fiendish fentanyl users during the move. And what else? And well, I had a big tall hot rod trophy, but that's irreplaceable. But there are other hot rod trophies out there, and it wasn't for my hot rod because I've never had a hot rod. It was just something I bought that was really cool. Here's a bubblegum card of the Iron Sheik. That guy is funny as hell. He used to go on the Howard Stern show. Back when Howard Stern was still likable. This is something I got when I was like 5, when we lived in Germany. This kind of stuff is made in England, and I guess is sent out to armed services bases in Europe. It's a hardcover collection of. It's really cool looking. I mean, look at that. The Wacky Races looks great when you see it like this, but when you actually see the cartoon, you realize it's just not. It's not as good as just the sketch, the drawings make it look. Because it's, as I recall, it's really annoying with the announcer and the laugh track. But yeah, it's. Oh, I hate when people say, "But yeah," but I do it. But yeah, I do it. And it's got gold key art, but very reprinted very clearly, and everything. But the card designs are amazing. They really are. So they do something good in England. They put out these versions of American comic books in nice form, and they also do stuff like this for their really cool puppet adventure shows, the Jerry Anderson stuff. So it's the Wacky Races Annual. One of the books I was worried about having had that it was lost, but I found it. It was lost, but now it's found. Okay. Lead Paint says, hey. And Go Away says, hey, Lead Paint. And so this is a CD I put out once. It's a collection of Batman themes. It was put out in an underground level. It's the back cover. I could make you copies of. It's just filled with all different versions of the Batman theme, and it was put out by Sophisticate Records. That was the magazine I used to put out. If you want a Batman, they've ganged up on us. Can the Bat music handle them? Haha, sick 'em, Fang. Haha, the Bat music defeats evil in any form, Robin. My bomb will go foom. This is a great piece of art. I don't remember. I think that's from the Batman bomb toy package art. We altered it slightly. Look at that. It says, Batman, please deliver us from evil. Yes, this is a little mock-up, and I don't know. I must have sold a few of them back then, because one time I tuned into Howie Pyro's Intoxica show, and he was playing this disc, and I was in there in the chat, and I said, hey, I put together that collection. He says, wow, that's great. Anyway, that's something I did way back when. Here's a album by the Seeds. Oh, you came here to look at paintings that you want to buy. That's what you're here for. Damn it. Here's a magazine I used to put out. This was done by, I would have my students write for this, and I would put it together, and then they would therefore become published writers. And, which is a cool thing when you're a 6th, 7th grader. So, someone would do article on the football news at the school. This girl writes about the future, and I would provide all the clip art. And look at that. Because good reading makes good readers, give them the Bulldog, a new kind of magazine. So it was put together with, yeah, she's reading Bulldog magazine. Oh, Go Away is here. Hello, Go Away. That sounds like a Beatles song. Hello, Go Away.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So you're just talking about pebbles and hot rods, and I thought I have to come on to show you. Oh God, it's backwards. Okay.
Well, I'm going to give you full screen here. Hold on.
I have to come on and show you this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how do I get my lighting right?
Just got to angle it just right. Looks like some light's coming through a curtain. So, yeah, we can see it.
So there's my Hanna-Barbera Flintstones. What would you call this thing?
Cell art?
A cell, yes.
Is it an actual cell, or was it one made later?
Oh no, this is an actual cell that because my parents knew them, and it's signed to me when I was a kid.
Were they the voice actors for Pebbles and Bam Bam?
No, they were just friends with Hanna-Barbera.
Oh, okay, all right.
Because my parents were also friends with Art Babbitt, who worked on Pinocchio, and he was like a Disney animator.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I thought you would like to see that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Pebbles in a hot rod.
What I keep ranting about is I had what I thought was a really cool doll of Pebbles as a baby that from 1963, and it just disappeared in the move, and I don't have good feelings about that. And I just every so often I'll start thinking something's missing, and then I'll find it, but I've never found that yet. I've opened every box except for some boxes for the kitchen. I don't think it's in a kitchen box. Oh, what do we have here?
So you mentioned wacky races, and I have these. These are later. These are like from probably, I'm guessing, 20 years ago. But someone recreated these wacky races mini model things, and they're super cool.
So he's like see-through, or is he supposed to be glow in the dark?
He's not glow in the dark. He's just see-through.
Okay.
And so that's one of them.
I know they made model kits of these guys. Is that what these are?
No, these were actually in a vending machine, oddly enough, in downtown LA. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I have to get that. So
oh shoot. Yeah,
doubt. These are pretty amazing. Okay, hold on. I got a couple more. Okay, this one is great.
Oh yeah. That's such a great vehicle. I would like to have some kind of physical representation, oh my gosh, of these vehicles. That's fantastic.
Isn't that? Let me see. Do I have one more? No, I don't think so. I do, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, so Myra Greenblatt's going to shit when he sees these if he hasn't already seen them or already own them. What is that from?
I don't know. It's from like 1968 though. It's a toy I used to have as a kid. It's a little kind of psychedelic egg bunny that stands on its ears.
That's why.
You know. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and show you those things.
Oh yeah, that's great. Anything else you can show?
I do. I have I pulled out a few things for today. I have a Super Bowl radio. Oh. This is from like probably, I'm guessing, 1970.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah. And you know, I think it's just, little AM radio.
Does it still work?
I believe it does, but I took the batteries out so they wouldn't rot in here.
Yeah.
So, but last time I checked, it does work. And then I have this groovy thing. I believe it's from London, and it's a hippie radio.
Oh, that's great.
And it's super groovy. Look at the controls have this super cool pink and orange arrow, and then
oh boy, yeah, my wife would love that. Yeah.
It's like totally Sid and Marty Krofft,
Right.
colors. So
did you buy it at the time or recently?
No, I bought that in like the early 80s on Melrose in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
There was a shop called Have a Nice Day.
Oh, okay.
That had that stuff. So that is my oh wait, one more thing.
Okay.
I have this
oh wow.
cool Peanuts. I believe this is from 1967. Let me check. No, let me see.
Is it a calendar?
Yeah, it's 1967.
Yeah.
And Peanuts calendar, and it's just super groovy because of the color. My lighting is terrible.
That's all right. So how close are the dates to the current year as far as falling on the days of the week?
I don't know.
Let's look up September 30th and see if it's a Friday.
All right, let's see.
Because sometimes you can reuse calendars every few years. That's why I never used to throw them away. Of course, I save everything, obviously.
Sometimes I just stand it up because of the cool, funny sayings and stuff that it has.
Right.
So.
There were a bunch of books that came out around that time period with that same font and same look. All those Happiness Is books. I think there was even a hit song called Happiness Is. That was kind of a,
Yeah, no, the dates don't coincide to this year, but yeah. So.
Yeah. So are you still in LA?
Yep. I'm actually up near Ojai, California now. I left LA because it got too crazy. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
How far is that from LA?
I'm like an hour and a half north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's neat stuff, man. You need to bring on more stuff.
I will.
Do you collect comics too?
I used to, but at some point I had to sell it off to pay my rent. But I have a few. I have a few left that I'll show.
Yeah. Maybe you can come on the 4-Color Fossils or anything. You can show them here if you want.
Cool.
Someone's asking what the monster face is behind you. I guess on that lamp. Lead paint's asking. Is that a coconut?
Yes, it's a coconut Halloween thing from I'm guessing the 60s.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I've got a few coconuts that are carved into monkeys, but nothing that cool. Damn. You should do do you have any videos on your YouTube channel?
No, I just haven't really gotten into that. I mainly use it to make music playlists for myself. So.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing. Well, it might be cool to do a video tour of your house. It looks like it's pretty amazing. You could just film it with your phone,
Yeah, I'll do that sometime.
Yeah, neat.
Cool.
So yeah, so what comics do you still have? What kind of comics?
Very few, but I was really into, as I've told you before, House of Mystery and House of Secrets.
Oh yeah, you were saying that yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, those are just my absolute favorite.
Yeah, I've got some. I need to get more. I mean, I was really into it when I was a kid. I need to get more of them. But I thought I had a lot more than I really did. It seemed like a lot to me when I was a kid that I had. But in the book Ghosts, I think I have more of that than anything.
I had some I don't know what the official name of them is, but they're like the mega size comic. of House of Mystery, and someone
yeah,
wanted them really bad and offered me a bunch of money, so I had to take the money because I needed it. But I wish I still had those.
Yeah, those were, I think DC called them collector's editions.
Yeah,
Marvel called them treasury editions. Yeah, they
yeah,
were tabloids, like National Enquirer size. Yeah.
yeah,
And the House of Mystery one had the doors opening up with the black background with a hand coming out of it.
yeah. That was
I
it.
got it
Yeah,
in here. Yeah, you could probably get that again without spending that much money. I don't think that's an astronomically high book yet. I
cool.
I I just ordered. I don't have the money to do it, but I won in an auction the 1968 Captain Marvel #1, and I just uh, sent the money for that this morning. So, and then Myra Greenblatt showed a Erie Publications magazine that was a Western that had such a gory cover on Wednesday night's show. I was laughing so hard. I just found one on eBay and I just ordered that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let me give you full screen. Not even thinking here.
Here's a pirate, the pirate coconut.
Oh, is he a pirate?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, because he's missing. He's got missing an eye, I guess.
Yeah. And it's still got the. Let's see if I can get this correct on here. Okay, there we go.
Joe order. Oh, to order, call 1-800. Oh, they have the phone number. I wonder if that's still a good phone number.
I don't know. So, and a bunch of tiki stuff. You know, I have like the Trader Vic's.
Yeah.
You know, food and drink book, and that
Right.
yellow glass is an original tiki mug from like I'm guessing like the early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share some of my stuff today.
All right. Well, thanks.
All right.
Appreciate you watching.
Love your show.
All right. Take care. See you soon. All right. So that was great. That was some great stuff. I guess that that radio was great. I guess that calendar might match next year unless I'm using this website wrong. Yeah, those calendars. I have a big pile of calendars in there. I think I was showing them a while back. Okay, wonderful, fantastic. Anyway, back to the house. So, I want to try to figure out what this is saying. Looks like it says, hello, kid. Pardon me for not answering your card sooner, but really shave not had, I really have not had the time. I am working in the store today. I'm really awful busy. I saw Rusty at the show last night, and he sure looked fine. We'll write you a letter soon. I can't make that out. What's important is the year on this, because then that'll give me an idea of when this picture of the house was taken. Damn. That really looks like 1912, but it can't be because this house was built in 1918. It looks like it's May 22nd. $1912. How is that possible, man? That is so weird. Yeah, they put a new wall in the front and expanded that main room, and it's and then they put this kind of fake brick, or I guess it's real brick, but a new type of brick, maybe in the 50s, over most of the house, so you can't really tell what's underneath it. So anyway, let's see what we can do here. Damn it. Hold on. Now I've got to go out and get some art supplies. I've got a bunch of paint and brushes, and so I'm ready to do paintings and take commissions. The brushes are over here, I think. No? Where in the name of... I keep losing things, man. Oh, here they are. Yeah, I got all these brushes. I can't even see what's going on here. Um, yeah, I got all these brushes, so I'm ready to paint. I'm doing a sketch, kind of an eerie publications, kind of monsters fighting, stabbing each other, mayhem for um, for one of the viewers. He just sent me a check, and so I've got to get a piece of heavy paper, whatever, big enough for that. Okay, so here's some paintings that I'm trying to sell that were. Let's see what's going on here. Hey, Gratu. Any particular number of monster times you might need? There's a store here that has a stack of them. I can take a look. Okay, we're going to stop this and we're going to look at the monster times because that's important. Lead paint, where are you located? What part of the country? Okay, let me see where I put the monster times box. I may have moved it to the other room. Amperilla, hold on. Here it is. Now it's empty. Let's see. Okay, hold on a moment. Monster Times. Monster Times. Monster Times. Damn it. Oh, there they are. Ugh. Okay. For those of you not familiar with the Monster Times, this is what the Rolling Stone used to look like. It would open like so, and you'd read it like this. So the Monster Times came along and copied this format exactly. And it's one of the things that I dearly love more than someone in Philadelphia loves fentanyl. I love the Monster Times and Castle of Frankenstein. So we have to stop everything. This is the lid I was looking for. So you're in St. Louis. So that's down south of me. My brother used to live there. All right, let's take a look at what we got. I have issue 3. So I could have sworn I had issue 1 with King Kong on it, but I don't think I do. So let's say maybe I should write this down, which ones I need. So looks like I need 1 and 2. Look at that, man. Just like Sesame Street. But I'm going to make sure that these are complete because sometimes there's a poster in the middle and sometimes some kid has taken it and hung it up on their wall back in the old days. This one has the poster of King Kong complete. So looks like 3. I don't need 3. Here's 6, which is the zombie issue. So that would tell me that I need 4 and 5. These are very fragile because they're printed on newsprint. So we open it up and we check for the poster. And there it is. From their graves they come with rotting skin, shriveled eyeballs, claw-like hands, zombies, the living dead. Or Democrats. Okay, all right. No, that's not possible. This is 12. You mean I'm missing all of those? I looks like I'm missing a lot of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unless they're in another box, in which case I'll look at mycomicshop.com. I'll put it on another screen here, and that'll show me. I'll be able to recognize if I've got some that might be in another box. This is issue number 12. The Monster Times always had comic book coverage, so this is from anyway. It was on sale every 2 weeks. Can you imagine how great a time that was? So let's make sure it's complete. This was a great book. Comics by Les Daniels. Anyway, I'm checking to make sure the poster's there. And it is Gorgo. This thing cost only 50 cents, which was a lot more than 50 cents is today, obviously. That was what? What was that? 12? Okay, then we move on to 14, which means 13 is missing. I'm missing a lot, man. I thought I had a more complete set. 14. Let's see. It's got the poster. This one may not have a poster, but I have to make sure. This is page 22, 23, 20. No, this one's missing shit because it goes from 14 to page 19. So that means it's missing 15, 16, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it's missing the poster. So I would need 14 as well. I need to upgrade this one. It's missing. Someone pulled out the poster. Yeah, I realized this when I was showing these about a month or so ago here on the show that I had some that were missing the poster. Okay, so this is 16. So I'm missing 15. I don't think I would have enough money to, if they have all the ones I'm missing, I wouldn't have enough money to reimburse you, at least not for a while until this job comes in. Okay, here's 16. Mont says that Monster Times looks amazing. First time I've heard of it. Yeah, it's great. Return of Count Yorga. Okay, this feels a little thin, so I'm thinking it's missing something. And it is. It goes from 14 to 19. So 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, it's exactly it's missing the inside part. Look at that. Shit, I can't. Anyway, isn't that amazing? Oh boy. Okay, so I need 16. I already wrote it down. Yeah. Okay. Damn. How depressing. 17 I'm missing. Here's 18. Okay. And then the poster. Oh, what a wonderful. That's one of the most wonderful images in the history of cinema. The monster of Piedras Blancas holding that head. There's a punk rock band, the Angry Samoans, that used that on an album cover. But I remember seeing that in Monster Times, a smaller version of that picture. And as a kid, around 7 years old, that's changed my life. So I have a framed copy of that picture. Okay, so I have 18. 18 seems to be intact. 19. My friend Tom Ranoni owned that original piece. He passed away, so I would assume his older brother now owns it because just the way the estate works. This has EC in it, but yeah, that's God, I hate when I say but yeah. That's Neil Adams art for like Blood of Ghastly Horror or something like that. I forget what the movie's called. Tarantula. He actually owned the poster art for Tarantula too. He had some money. Okay. Here's a article on how to sell movies. Just little gimmicks to sell movies. It was a well written publication. Okay. Yeah, this is the painting, the Reynold Brown painting that he owned for the original poster of Tarantula. That's been redrawn. It's a painted version of that. Okay, so it looks like issue 19 is okay. 18, 19 are okay. Looks like I'm missing 20 and 21. It's good that I'm doing this because this is something I can take with me or take a picture of this and take it with me into stores if there ever was a store that had Monster Times. Those stores are very few and far between. Number 22, Vault of Horror movie. Godzilla was their big. Godzilla and King Kong were the totem characters for this comic. Genesis 2, A New Trek into the Unknown. I think that was a Roddenberry pilot that I don't think made it. Okay, here is the poster. So this one seems to be intact. The way Mount Rushmore. Well, I wouldn't say that Mount Rushmore needs to be changed, but there needs to be a new Mount Rushmore. That's what our taxpayer dollars should be used for, is building a new Mount Rushmore that looks like that. Okay, so that was 22. Okay, so we moved to 25. What does lead paint say? They have 10 or so different ones. They're cheap enough. I can send along a few gratis. I never was sure how to pronounce gratis. I mean, in other words, free if he has them. Payment for entertainment services rendered. I can get your address from Graphic Man, or I could send it to you. But yeah, sure. Okay, what was I just saying? 25. So he has about 10. So more than likely, already have some of them. Let's see, 21. If possible, if you could get all of the ones that they have that I don't have, and I'll be glad to kick in some money. I mean, I probably can muster up something somehow. Sell blood or something. 21. Okay, so I need 22, 23, 24, because we're up to 25. And let's see if 25 has the poster. This is a great cover, Werewolves on Wheels. Okay. Look at that. Werewolves on Wheels spread. Oh, here we go. It's The Fly. So this one's complete. Okay, so that's 25. Okay. Then I have 28. So that means I'm missing 26 and 27. I could have sworn I had more of these. This is number 28. It feels thin, so I'm hoping it's not missing something. But I think that was The Werewolf of Washington. That's a movie I've never seen. Oh, it's got a poster. Look, it's a puppet you could put together of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Can you imagine? Okay, so it's 28. 29. The Truth About the Abominable Snowman. That's Kamen Rider. Werewolf of Washington with Dean Stockwell. Pretty good movie. Okay, I just never seen it. I've heard of it. Cool, that's something to look forward to. From Hell It Came, and to Hell Returneth. Yeah, it's got a poster. In Memoriam, Glenn Strange had just passed away. 1899 to 1973. Imagine how cool a kid would have to be to have an In Memoriam Glenn Strange poster hanging on their wall. So, 28, 29. Okay, so we're good there. And then we have 32, which means damn, how do I have this many missing? You know, this magazine, I don't remember if I saw it when I lived in Germany, which until 72. And then I saw it when I lived in Hampton, Virginia from 72 to 73. And then when I lived in San Antonio, I never saw this on the stands there. And then I would just see it occasionally when we were out of town. And then when we lived in Tacoma, Washington, I never saw it. And then we moved to Arlington, Texas, and I saw it there on the newsstand just the last, and it just had 2 more issues left. And I often dream, sometimes I have this wonderful dream that I go into a store and the Monster Times is like back. It still exists. It's like, how is that possible? But anyway, I think this might be a missing poster one. Let's see. At least we're getting to see some cool posters. Oh, wait, it might be okay. It may just be that since this thing came out every 2 weeks, maybe it was just a little thinner than I remember. Oh, it's The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. So this one's okay. 32. 32. Tomorrow's the big Donald Trump rally. Wait, why am I writing 32 on here? I got it. I'm losing my mind. Make sure I'm not getting a marker on my fingers. Okay. Okay, here's 33. Maybe I have a better run of them once I get to this point. There's the Planet of the Apes poster. So it's good. $34. What is that there? Oh, Swamp Thing. Well, they're showing various swamp creatures, as I recall. That's, as I recall, that's Mela Nurmi, Vampira, in that witch mask from a movie called The Magic Sword. Argolan Zardoz. Oh, it's a Star Trek poster. Star Trek keeps on trekking. One of these issues has Keep on Trekking poster, and it's Spock and they've redrawn the R. Crumb, the famous R. Crumb drawing with Spock trekking along, or trekking along. And I don't think R. Crumb was happy about that, but it's a really cool poster, and I think I've got it. That was 33. Oh man, this is out of order. Here's issue 10. So I'll cross off issue 10 if this has the poster. It's the EC issue. Monster Times, more than any other monster magazine, championed EC. And there was a 1972 EC convention, and Monster Times promoted the heck out of it. No other magazine did that. So here's the whole spread. I want you for the EC Con. And they're showing how the influential the stuff was. Let's see if it's got a poster. As I recall, the poster is one of those two EC covers that was altered for publication because it was too out there, and I think they reprint like a 2-color version of it. Yeah. It's the Tales from the Crypt cover where he's chopping up some kind of coffin with an axe, and you see how the hair is being cut. And the way it was actually published, they kind of went in and whited out the person inside. Okay, so this one's cool. It's issue 10. So I'm going to cross off 10. We're going to the local barbecue place here in a little bit. Yesterday they had something called, I forget what it was called, but it turned out it's bull testicles, man. And apparently that's a delicacy that people like. And then my wife was telling me that they have like bull testicles. It's like in Red Bull, that it's people like it. She's never tried it, and they're called mountain oysters. That's what it is. And it's like that. Just like that was just disgusting to me. It's like, I don't know, man. I did not order that. Okay. Oh, everything's out of order. This is 13. Well, I better not cross it off till I make sure it has the poster. This is a great one with Spider-Man on the cover. And I always love this art. That's so great, man. That's so great. That's as wonderful as, oh man, I can't even tell you the feels that gives me. Whole little thing on the Blood Island movies. Who else did that? Did anyone else cover the Blood Island movies? I don't know if Famous Monsters did. Maybe barely. But this publication covered. Oh, look at that. Man. It's a cool Spider-Man poster. It's got all this information about how his web shooters and his belt work. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't like about the MCU version is that it's like, oh, all the technology came from Tony Stark, and he wasn't credited with it. 13 is not that I didn't like that version of Spider-Man. I mean, no one's ever going to do it perfectly, more than likely. 13. 12. 13 comes after 12. I learned that on Sesame Street. Or do they go that high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. Yeah, I think they go up through 20 on Sesame Street, don't they? This is an issue that I always loved, issue 30, which I put down that I don't have. And I know this one's complete. This is their worst issue ever, where they talk about all the worst movies and the worst comic books. And yeah, it has the I drink your blood, I eat your skin poster. And it has like about the inferior 5. I don't think that was that bad. But I remember seeing this as a kid and loving this ad for teenagers from outer space where they zap the woman so much that I later bought the one sheet. I have it framed down in the living room. We've been on an hour and 43 minutes. Oh well, that's that one. That's 30. 30. So I cross off 30. This is not working out too well. 25, 28. Why were these out of order? I just showed them about a month and a half ago on this show, so I don't know why I put them in here out of order. Okay, here's 24, which is one of the ones I said I didn't have. I'm pretty sure this is a complete one. I remember my mom not allowing me to buy this. I remember very vividly because this cover was just way too far out there for her. She did not like seeing injuries to the eye. And when I was little, I had to ask my mom, can I buy this magazine? There's like knives in the eyes sockets. And she replied no. Here's Rodan. So this one's okay. Let's see. I really like the color choices used for the poster artwork. Searching for stuff. Hey, Gratu, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Mastodon. And I would make sure you try the mountain oysters in spring. Those are pig balls. They told me they were bull balls. In the spring, they changed to pig. Is that what it is? Have you seen I Drink Your Blood, one of my favorite exploitation movies? Yes, I've seen that. Yes. I've seen that. 24. That goes there. 35. This one feels a little thin. I'm worried. We'll have to see. So we open it up, just like the old Rolling Stone. Godzilla for president. Yeah, don't we wish? Oh, look at this. John Carter books. Is the poster intact? A whole article about stuff, man. Oh, man. Ah, yes. The poster is here. Godzilla fighting the smog monster. So this one's issue 35. 35. So we have 33, 34, 35. All right. Here's 36. The Mutations poster. Ooh, they covered Mars Attacks cards. And the Mutations poster is intact. $36. $37. Weird. Oh, I see. Yeah, no. Yeah, the poster's missing. It goes from page 14 to 19. So I'm going to count this one as not being in my collection. So 37. Okay. 38. That says Conan Super Meanie, page 6. Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Let's see what that Conan article looks like. Oh, wow. This is so cool. How could anyone not want to go out and find that comic book after seeing this spread? So, the superhero as Super Meanie. I guess that's a way of saying anti-hero, so that I'm making it very understood by the average person. Here we go. Oh, the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. I remember my father taking me to see that at the Post movie theater in San Antonio. January 1975. What the fuck? Oh yeah, 37. Okay, 38 is good. 40. Okay, so I'm missing 39. This looks a little bit like that painting I was just showing you. 39. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I may have left it upstairs. At the beginning of the show, if you rewind, I showed you a painting I did of Phantom of the Opera. That's weird. It's like he has freckles. This is what Lindsay Lohan looks like now. There's the Son of Kong. Let's see, they were definitely promoting it as a comedy. Yeah, are we missing something? This one's not in very good shape. Posters here. Ooh. Is that Frank Brunner art? Yeah. Frank Brunner. I used to pronounce it Brunner. I assume it's Brunner because it looks like a German name. Look at this, man. Jambo, are you watching? Look at that. Jambo would like this. You can see I'm covering up his signature. See? He was one of the greats. I'm saying was. I assume he's not around with us anymore. Sometimes you don't know. I just realized, today's Jerry Lee Lewis's birthday, man. I think he's 89. I saw, I guess I'm friends with Peter Noon. I'm his best friend. I'm friends with Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits on Facebook. Yeah. like along with thousands of people. Anyway, he posted a picture of himself with Jerry Lee Lewis, and I didn't even recognize who it was. Actually thought it was a woman. But he's still around and kicking, man. He's still standing. Looks better than Elton John does. 40. Okay, that's 40. So I'll count that as it's not the best, but you know, could probably be upgraded. But here's 41. So we're up through about the Young Frankenstein era here. We're up to May 1975. Yeah, here it is. Beautiful poster for Young Frankenstein. I think this one's intact. Let's see. And this shows all the back issues of Monster Times, so I don't really even need to look at mycomicshop.com. Oh, it's It, the Terror from Beyond Space, which is basically the plot of the movie Alien, Ridley Scott movie. I think the whole ones are pig. The ground up ones are beef. I don't know. I just know I don't eat the testicles of any living creature. I leave that for trash, man. You know what kind of person eats testicles, man. That's not good. 37, 40, 41. 42. We're up to July of 75. Star Trek keeps on trekking. I wonder if this is the one that has that cool poster. Let's take a look. Look, horror movie comics. Comics based on horror movies is what they're trying. That's cool. They even cover Classics Illustrated. Are we going to have the wonderful poster? 1819. No, it's a incredible shrinking man poster. $42. Anyone wants to come on? Here is the link and chat. Click on that. You can come on. That's 42. Okay. 142. It's 43. Captain Kirk, Star Trek Exorcist, September 1975. That's from Fantasia. Looks like this is a devil issue, Curse of the Devil, like, you know, because The Exorcist was popular, so this is might be a devil-themed issue, possibly. Like Ban It Yourself Exorcism Products. Is your child possessed? Yeah, I need a new one of this. It goes from 14 to 19. So there's the Captain Kirk Exorcist article. So yeah, that's the thing. Like all the 25-cent era Marvel comics, you have to check for the value stamp. On these Monster Times, you need to check to make sure someone hasn't hung up the poster. So I will need I need 43. That sucks, man. There's 44. And this actually opens up like this to giant size. How do they do that? That is so, I guess just by folding paper differently, it's just a trick. Damn, man. This is a special thing about dinosaur movies. Holy crap. And you wind up with this, I gotta scoop back. This is a gigantic Godzilla poster, like pretty much not quite one sheet sized, all unfolded from the magazine size. Something else, man. Okay, so 44 is okay. Here's 45, Barbarella. Oh, they're selling the Power Records there. That's Shriek of the Mutilated. All these movies, I remember in the 80s, we finally were able to see these movies. I remember like Shriek of the Mutilated and all those when they came out on VHS, and we could rent them at the local video store, and it turned out they were nothing like we had imagined in our minds. They were not very good. Or at least that's how we viewed Shriek of the Mutilated in 1985. Maybe if I saw it now, I'd feel differently. Okay, we're starting to get into the Jaws era. So it's not as exciting to me to have a shark. Yeah, things started to fall apart as we got into that era, 46. This is the last one. I know this is complete because I bought this one off the newsstand. I thought this was the last issue, but it turns out there was another one after this. It's a $6 million Man issue. I bought this in Arlington, Texas at the Century Bookstore at the Forum 303 Mall. Remember it like yesterday. And it was so exciting that I was buying my own Monster Times, and then it ended. And I thought this was the last issue, but there's another one, and that is over here. Okay, so that's 48. Oh, wait, 45, and I went to 48, so I'm missing 46 and 47. Now, I ordered back when the pandemic started. My wife ordered some Monster Times for me from mycomicshop.com, and they sent them in bags that wouldn't fit in a box, boards like Treasury Edition size. Because really, these have to, and I have some Treasury Edition size bags and boards. That's really what these need to be sleeved in, because they're too big really for magazine. And some of them, the pages kind of stick out. They just won't fit in magazine size boxes, which is why they're not something this valuable. Trust me, I would have valuable to me, not to the average person. I would have them bagged and boarded, but that's why they're not. And that next issue, I just saw it the other day, so it's probably still in this room. And it is somewhere around here. Well, I don't know. It's here somewhere, but maybe it's over there. Yeah. It's 47. I think this is the last issue. Let's see what I mean. They put it in. I can't fit this in a mag, but this is probably the best way to sleeve them. So that's 47. So I guess let me get these back into the box, and then I'll pull up my comic shop. What time is it? 2:45 p.m. Central Time. I wonder how South Carolina is faring from the hurricane. Hopefully not too bad. All right, so let's see what I do. Okay, hold on a second. Share screen. Oh boy, what am I fucking doing here? Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's look up Monster Times. Oh, Monster Time. Okay. And there's some specials that I don't have. Okay, so number 1, I don't have. Number 2, I don't have. Oh man, I could have sworn I had this one, but I guess I don't because I don't see it here. So that's 3. 4, I must have had. 5 is one I don't have. Man, wait a second. Didn't I have that 6? What is going on here? No, wait, I have. What? No, I'm all confused. I have 3. I have 3. It's 4 I don't have. I don't have this one. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay, so I have this one. I don't have 4. I don't have 5. Don't have 6. Although, God, didn't I just show? Didn't I just show you a zombie? God damn it! Oh, it must be because it. Oh, it must be because it didn't have the poster. Okay, I'm getting confused. It's probably pointless for me to look at these because then I'll say, well, I have it, but no, I don't have it because it doesn't have the poster. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's not even worry about this bullshit. Um, okay, so the ones I need are issues 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 14, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 31, 37, 39, 43. What? No, I have that. Why am I writing it down? I have 47. What? I didn't have 46. Okay, I have 46. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 14, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 31, 37, 39, and 43. I'm sorry, I'm not clicking today. So, about 2 hours, 4 minutes into the video, I have all the ones I need. Okay, paintings. These paintings were done to be gifts for this girl I was talking to online almost 15 years ago, long before I met my wife. These are ones that never got sent to her or whatever. So these, you know, they don't, you don't know this person. It's just some girl. It's just like a girl on the cover of Savage Sword of Conan, or on the Frazetta, or somebody. Not that I'm like Frazetta, but it's just a generic girl to you. But to me, I kind of want to get rid of the paintings because, what am I going to do? Hang them on the wall? That's anyway. Let's see. Lead Paint says, got it. I'll see what he has. Gonna head home now later. Thank you, Lead Paint. I sure appreciate it. Anyway, this is painting number 1. If you want this, come on down. It's the Orion Slave Girl. It's not Susan Oliver, the lady that played her in the show. It's got someone else's face on her. So I could fix it for you if you want. Shit. Number 2, I think, was claimed. Someone wanted to, and then I think I gave him a price that was too high because he didn't respond. But this is actually one I kind of almost want to keep, but it's her face on the Bride of Frankenstein. I could fix that and make it look like, Elsa Lanchester. Anyway, whatever. That's 2. 3. Offer me a price. Take these paintings off me, man. So I can survive October, please. 4 is actually pretty good. I based it. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, but it's got her face on it's a female creature from the Black Lagoon. But it actually is kind of. Oh, it's fucked up. I spent a lot of time on it. It's got like a cool looking little salamander or something. It's based on the 60s art that they used for the wallets. You could get like a creature from the Black Lagoon wallet. That's 4. 5, I'll cover up her name. It's supposed to be, I put her head on Dracula, basically. That was what, 5? I put numbers on them. 5. Okay. 6. It's a freak show kind of banner based on Moonbeam McSwine. Number 7, Charlie McCarthy. Okay, bid on these paintings or whatever you want to do. Just offer me a price. We don't have to do an auction. Here's number 8. Just a generic girl to you, so you would have they would look great on your wall. Here's number 9. That's not one of my better efforts, but maybe you'll love this. It looks like Rob Zombie lit this painting. Here's 10. And I could paint over these canvases too. With you have an idea, I'll paint over it. It'll be fine. Here's Buster Keaton and someone that you don't know. That was 11. This is 12. How about that? Amazing. Get this shit out of here, man. What was that? 12? Sure was. This is 13. Here's 14. Here's 15. Not one of my better efforts. But you love it and you want to buy it. 16. I mean, I'll just come on. Buy the paintings, man. What's wrong with you? 16. I may have to, one thing I realized in this picture, I was going to say I may have to burn these to keep warm this winter. But I realized, you know, that picture I showed you, this house used to have a fireplace and doesn't anymore. It used to have a chimney. See that right there? There's a chimney. And the chimney was taken out and a big, that's where they put the air conditioning duct system going up and heating also. So 18. I'm almost done, don't worry. Here's 19. Looks like the nose is crooked. But it's wonderful. You can say you own original art from Gratu Orloff. I'll sign it and personalize it for you. Yes, indeed. That's 20. Painted in 2010. 12 years ago. 21. I need to draw more monster cereal people. They're easy to paint. And 22. Take this shit out of my hands, please, or I can paint new paintings for you of whatever subject matter you would like. Or I can draw a sketch for you, or pen and ink, whatever you want. Let me know. As soon as I got to get to Des Moines or somewhere and buy some art supplies, I'm going to get started on the one that was commissioned for me. Here's one that I'm keeping, but I can paint one like it for you. I'm probably better than this now because I'm 12 years older, or maybe worse. Will your painting be worse or better? You'll have to send money and find out. Now, I'll spend time enough that it's going to be the best I can possibly do. I wanted to get these framed, but that'll happen someday when I have enough money to do that. Yes, indeed. So I assume that 47 was the final issue of Monster Times, and 47 is a magical number. I don't exactly know how to explain it, but I was told by my friend Tom Renoni when I first met him that the number 47 pops up in all the great movies. And, you know, for no reason, they'll say the bomb will explode in 47 minutes, or some timer will count down to 47. Go Away says that Morticia is outstanding. Thank you. But yeah, when we went to the theater, you know, we'd be watching a movie and then someone would say 47, he'd shout out 47, and much to the horror of all the people sitting around us in the theater, thought that a mental patient was in the theater with them. Yeah, it was. Those were the days. Let's see what's going on my YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. I don't see anything. Where's the... Someone just posted a video on YouTube that says it just got real bad. I wonder what's going on. I better check the news and see what's going on. Yeah, am I even broadcasting? Because I see a black screen here. Maybe I ran out of time on StreamYard. Yeah, I don't see anything. What is going on? It says 9 people are watching. Hello? Is anyone there? It says 11 people are watching. I'm getting a black screen. Looking at YouTube here. Oh, wait. I'm seeing myself now. I must be having a bad connection. See, look. It's amazing. 47 will be the next president. Another conspiracy theory, maybe. Let's look it up online because I think there are people that acknowledge that this number has some significance. It might just be how it rolls off the tongue. 47. Maybe people when they write screenwriters just think it sounds good. I'm just going to type 47 into Google and see what I get. Even though I hate Google. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. I understand that in Star Trek, The Next Generation, that they started putting 47 in every episode. Is that true? Those of you that watch that? Hold on. I need to remove the shitty gratu. Let's see. 47. What am I doing? Share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Let's see what we get here. 47 in Wikipedia. 47 is the atomic number of silver. Astronomy, the 47-year cycle of Mars. Let's see. There's some significance to this. Urban Dictionary. Uh-oh, that's not good. The main character from the Hitman series is called 47. A number that alumni of Pomona College believe occurs more often in nature than other random numbers. The first attempt to prove this conjecture occurred in 1964 when Laurie Metz and Bruce Elgin analyzed California license plates for the number. Additionally, due to the presence of Pomona graduate Joseph Minosky, class of 79, as a writer and co-producer of Star Trek The Next Generation, the number was adopted and used frequently throughout the series when a random number was needed. The 47 Society. I don't know. What the hell do I know? Let's see what's going on. Nothing's working on my phone. I still have 414 subscribers. I tried to, if any of you are watching and you haven't subscribed, if you could hit the subscription button and ring the bell, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm not doing a very good job of that. Let's see how we're doing here. I hear a pterodactyl outside. Let's see. What? Oh, here it shows you. Ages 13 to 17, 0 people watch. Between 18 and 24, 0. Between 26 to 34, 0. Between ages 35 and 44, 1.7%. Between ages 45 and 54, 5.0%. 55 to 64, 88.9%. 65 plus, 4.4%. So almost everybody that watches this channel is right around my age. Gender, 90, what does that say? Shit. 98.3% are male, 1.7 are female. I don't remember giving all this information to YouTube, so I don't know how they know everybody's age unless they just like link you up with your Facebook profile because they own everything. I used to have other countries listed. Now I just have United States, United Kingdom, and Canada. I used to have Finland and some other countries. I guess they stopped watching. I had Israel and some other places too. Subscribed people, 64% of the people that watch are subscribed. 36% are unsubscribed. Anyway, other channels your audience watches are Graphic Man, it says. I like to look at that from time to time. It tells you all kinds of stuff on here. It shows that there were 7.6 thousand views in the last 28 days. Watch time in hours comes out to 1.7 thousand hours people watched. And subscribers, I'm up 16 in the last 28 days. Because, yeah, I remember I was trying to hit 400, and now I'm up to 414. But it moves very slowly. And I think the more you talk about how unhappy you are with the state of the world, that it may, they may not like that, and they may keep you at a certain number because there are weird things where people have said, you know, and I've noticed it too. I'm subscribed to someone and then suddenly I'm not subscribed to them. It's like they'll take subscribers away from people to keep them down. So stuff like that. Fascinating. Okay. Well, I guess you're here to see, to be entertained. Is that correct? Well, you came to the wrong place. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking through the independent comics to see if there's something that's fun. Oh, I need to go through the underground comics is what I need to do. Here's a cool comic, Slave Girl Comics. It's a reprint of stuff. Yeah, because I just found some underground comics in the other room, and I need to get those. Maybe I could do that here real quick. You guys want to see some underground comics? I'll have to be careful with them because some of them might be offensive. Oh boy. Hold on one moment. There's some independent books I've got a file over here. Let's see what people are saying. Felix says, "Hello, Dr. Orloff." Hello. Go Away says, "I'm such an awkward toad. Thank you all for being friendly with me. When I came on live today, at least now I feel a little more comfortable about doing so." No, yeah, you did great, and it's cool to see people's collections. This is a great cover by Gray Morrow. Look at that. And that comic called Vanguard Illustrated #3. So that will go in this box. This is a cool comic that reprints vampire stories from the pre-code era. Apparently, there are issues that have come out after this that I've not been able to find because I have not been to a comic store. But I've seen Horror Mike show some. There's a bunch of, this is all like non-Marvel DC stuff like that. This cover sums up the entire 1990s to me. Look at this fucking thing. That's the 1990s in a nutshell. Actually, that may be giving the 1990s too much credit. Oh, it's Rob Liefeld. Like look at the legs, how thin they are compared to the boobs. It's like this guy's a nut, man. Look at the interior of the book. It's just total. My goodness. Oh well. Since Paulo's here, I need to ask him. This comic that came out from Topps, the bubblegum company, had a comic book line for a while. And was this a European deal? This Esteban Maroto art, Vlad the Impaler, Dracula story, was this first published in Europe? It's Roy Thomas is listed as the writer, but he could just be the guy that provided the English translations, or maybe he was working for an American company at that time and actually from a Roy Thomas script, but Paulo would know. I'm just curious. Here's another. Oh, it's also Rob Liefeld. Maybe he wasn't as bad as I thought, because this is kind of a cool cover, but yeah. Oh, well. I don't like the 1990s. Not my time period, man. Yeah, I don't like that face. It's terrible, man. That face there. You can get a 1990s overdose here. Look at this Cyber Crush. This guy's hiding behind the UPC code. Maybe is the UPC code bulletproof? This is European art. Yeah, this looks like it's from 2000 AD. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. There's a Judge Dredd story. You got a Judge Dredd story, but you don't even mention it on the cover. Cyber Crush, Robots in Revolt. There's Cyblade. These 1990s comics do not all look alike. You're wrong about that. They all look very different. See how different it looks from the other books I've shown you. These would go under C, ladies and gentlemen, because they start with the letter C. We have 12 people watching. What's wrong with you? Oh, because I said I was going to show you Underground Comics. That's why. Where did I put them? Is that them? No. Oh, I put them over there. Gotta move these books. Look at this. What the hell is it? The Deadly Duo. Look at that. How's that for 1990s? This is for adults only. From slave labor. Hosey's Heroines. Who would be interested in buying that book from that Sizzle Theater? Like, it looks like it was drawn by a 9-year-old. Yeah, this is an interesting book. Look at this, man. Hosey's Heroines. Yeah, this is a outer space dirty comic book. I think I would put this with the underground comics. Is this an underground comic? Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know about that. Is that a printing error or is that mold at the bottom? That may be something I need to separate from the collection. It's Crime Doesn't Pay. I don't know what that does not look good. Yeah, yeah. This needs to be removed from the room. Keith says, I collect comics up to about 1987. That's all I care to collect. Yeah, that's smart. I have some of this stuff that just wound up in the collection, but for the most part, you're right. It's so unprofessional, and I just walk out of the room. It's just shockingly unprofessional. Why are underground comics heavier than normal comics? This box seems a lot heavier than a typical long box. Okay. These all may not be truly underground comics, but they're more adult in nature. Like, here's a whole Gray Morrow comic called Amora. Here's artistic comics. Of course, you remember the dirty version of Archie comics called Cherry Pop-Tart. It was, I guess, okay. So the first few issues were called Cherry Pop-Tart. Then I guess it just became Cherry. But yeah, and see, they were doing this thing where Betty was Vampirella before, and now Archie Comics themselves do that. Okay, so what do I need to file in here? Okay, these aren't underground. These are Nexus. So these will go over here to be filed. Oh, this is these are more of those Cyber Crush books. They're British 2000 AD stuff. So that's not underground either. But Zap Comics, that is underground. Yeah, this is an underground comic book, ladies and gentlemen. And it is, it looked like this. They were sold mainly like in head shops to hippies. And they were kept in print all through the 70s. This Mr. Natural character from R. Crumb apparently makes a guest appearance in a Chip and Dale Disney movie that just came on the Disney Plus channel a few months ago, which is not really appropriate, but the Disney people don't give a shit, do they? Okay, so that's Zap number 6. This is Zap number 3, 4. Which one is this? Here's number 5. So that's 6. Okay. This is something I've been meaning to do. Here's Zap number 4. There's a Wonder Warthog story. Got Mr. Natural. It's got, oh yeah, this story here is pretty infamous for how far he takes it. Number 4. And I have 2 copies of number 4. They're probably different pressings. Yeah, see, this one has $2 at the top, and this one has a sticker that says $2.50. So, but I don't know. I'd have to open them up. Usually they'll tell you what printing they are. This is Zap number 3. And it has a flip cover. Yeah, this stuff is wonderful, but not for the faint of heart, I guess. This is the kind of entertainment that awaits you in underground comics. Zap number 3. I have 2 copies of that. Oh, that's because my friend Jim Conrad gave me his collection. So some of them I already had. Here's Zap number 1. Here's Zap number 0. I think that may be the first time there was an issue number 0. Now they like to do that. Mainstream companies do issue zeros all the time. Let's see what people are saying here. Keith says, I do have about 2 cherry issues. If you have some of those original Crumb issues, lots of dollar signs. Speaking of underground comics, I just love everything by the Hernandez brothers. Yeah, Go Away says. And I was a huge fan of Zippy the Pinhead. Yes. Junk Waffle. Von Baudet. I used to pronounce it Bode, but I think Baudet is the correct pronunciation. And all these technical illustrations and the artwork. This is what influenced, the main influence on Ralph Bakshi's movie Wizards was this, because Ralph Bakshi doesn't have a lot of original ideas, unfortunately. But yeah, he was mainly doing this. This is Junk Waffle number 4. So that'll be filed under the J's. So it'd be between Intense, Basil Wolverton, and the Kinky Hook, which is Eric Stanton art, which Eric Stanton was like Steve Ditko's roommate. Sometimes you kind of think maybe they were the same guy because their art is so similar, but they weren't the same guy. There's more Von Baudet art. He also was prominently featured in the National Lampoon. This is number 3 of Junk Waffle. That one's number 4. Okay. Issue of Nexus is not underground. It's independent, so that goes over here. Mr. Monster's Weird Tales of the Future is not underground. That's great reprints of 1950s Basil Wolverton stories, and looks like it's all Basil Wolverton in this issue. Yep, and he's got the Brain Bats of Venus story, which has been reprinted many times. And this this has a wraparound of Mr. Monster introducing these old comics, kind of like they're part of his collection. So that goes over. That's not underground. This would be underground. American Flyer Funnies. You can just tell an underground comic. They're, it's wonderful. Usually underground comics are going to deliver lots of entertainment. American Flowers. I don't know where you would buy them anymore. I don't think many comic stores carry them. Maybe under the counter. I don't think they're currently in print, any of these. Here's Zap number 7. What the hell is that? Robert Williams art. My friend traded a Cadillac for a Robert Williams painting. One of the famous paintings where a girl's in a taco and there's hot rods and everything. And Robert Williams said, "You're crazy." But it was the painting is very valuable. So, but and here's Bad Bitch Battles Betty and Weird Smut Comics. Zap number 7. My dog is in the room next door, barking at something. Okay, this one was number 6, so that's 7. Okay. Lots of these Basil Wolverton's books, but this would not be considered, to me, underground. This is, people are still talking here. Keith says, love the Basil Wolverton stuff. Plop, yes, of course. Plop was amazing. You can buy some of them at head shops still. Yeah, they don't have head shops around here, but I've probably got plenty. This is great old reprints. This one they're reprinted in black and white. I'll put that here with the Independent. There's another Junk Waffle comic. Look at this back cover. This is number 1. He used a lot of text. Sometimes he would turn the pages this way. Let's see, 3:34 p.m. Getting the Rick Griffin. Yeah, I just was looking at some Rick Griffin art, like a pirate story in one of those books. Someone else commented. Why not? Says, great stuff, Gratu. Most shops don't carry the underground books, but there are a unique few that do. I find them at conventions and small shows here in New York and also in New Jersey. Yeah. This is Basil Wolverton's Fantastic Fables from Dark Horse. Some of these stories were reprinted so many times because they're so wonderful. Yeah. They call his style the Spaghetti and Meatballs School of Art. What is this stuff? Oh. Here's an X-Men comic that you read sideways. You don't see that very often. This time period, I didn't mind. I think this is from around 9/11 time. When is this from? Yeah, annual 2001. This was like when the 90s were over. There were some brief bubbles that came to the surface, and it seemed like this was. I kind of like this period of X-Men, and I bought a lot of these new X-Men comics, and I didn't think they were bad. I'm not sure if they were liked by the general fandom or not. Okay, Rick Griffin, Grateful Dead. Yeah, do you have any books with William Stout? Yes, I do. There's a place called Fantagraphics Books and Comics near where I work that has quite a large selection of underground comics. Yeah, because they printed some of them, I think. Yeah, I mean, I have Rick Griffin doing art in these underground comics, but I don't have like books of Rick Griffin art. Some of the artists, like Rick Griffin, went on and did those rock posters, and Stanley Mouse, who started doing the Rat Fink. Well, he's kind of the guy that really started the Rat Fink art stuff that Big Daddy Roth kind of took from him. But Stanley Mouse did a lot of that stuff too. But I don't want to offend anyone, but I don't really like the Grateful Dead. but I appreciate his art. Fantagraphics is related to Hernandez Brothers. No, I think they put the books out. Here's a little tiny version of Zap. What issue is this? Oh, it's Zap in color. Look at that. How about that? What number is it? Maybe it's 1971. This looks to be a first printing. Yeah, because this was a gift from Jim Conrad. He was downsizing. He was getting rid of a lot of books. He just brought over several boxes of books and Underground Comics. He says, I'm getting everything digital. I'm downsizing. I need to talk with him. I haven't talked with him in a few months. Yeah, this is a copy he gave me of Zap Comics #2. And I have a feeling all the ones that he gave me are going to be older printings and probably more valuable than, see, this is some of the art, it's very, and this is oh yeah, this is S. Clay Wilson. This is the underground version of Mickey Mouse. There was a comic that was put out where they just called it Mickey Mouse, and Disney sued them. It was called Mickey Mouse and the Air Pirates. This is #2. I have that here. I can show that to you. Here's a European comic para adultos. This may be too graphic to show. Yeah, I think so. Here's a great art. Here's a great Richard Corbin cover. Look at that. These colors are beautiful. Oh yeah. This comic was. They just flat out called it Mickey Mouse, and there he is. He's got bags of dope there. That did not go over too well. And instead of Dell, if you look carefully, it says Hell. And there's always a bag of dope. And see, the current standards of copyright infringement are if the reasonable person might accidentally mistake this for the real thing, then that would be an infringement. But if no reasonable person would look at this and actually think it's a legitimate Disney product, then I think you're in the clear, which is why now it used to be you always had to change names, kind of like this, Mickey Rat, or Mad Magazine will always change the names from Superman to Stuperman. But now, these dirty movie companies can put out a movie, Superman, Spider-Man, and use the actual names and costumes. But where the problem is the symbols, like the spider on the chest of Spider-Man and the S, they have to put X's there. But other than that, they can do flat out adaptations, just dirty versions of them. I was surprised at how the copyright rules have changed. Yeah. There's Mr. Natural. And I always thought I should make a color copy of that on cardstock and assemble that car. That would look really cool on a shelf. And then this is Milton Knight, who was a guest on this show, I don't know, about a year and a half ago. I follow his Facebook post. And this is more of a modern era underground. By modern, I mean like 1980s parody of the, tribute to the first issue of Mad. And you can see the art had kind of changed in the 80s. And they have like J.R. Bob Dobbs from the Church of So Genius. Let's see what people are saying here. Have you been painting any more blank covers? What you painted was very cool. How did that go? Well, I just painted it and sent it back to, and he liked it. But I haven't painted it anymore because I don't have any more blank covers. But anyone wants to send me a blank cover and send me some money or trade books with me for it, right now money would be better because these are not good economic times. It probably aren't good times for anyone. But yeah, I'm totally for hire as far as art goes. I found out about Ear Pirates from the Comic Book Confidential movie. Hey, Graphic Man's here. Hey there. Copyright is stricter on media like YouTube, though, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how musicians make money anymore because no one buys CDs or records. I mean, everyone just downloads the music. I guess you can only make music by touring, as far as I can see. Man, I've got another copy of Zap number 1. So you've got 3 copies. Yeah, this is some of the art that you will find in these books. It's a weird mixture of 1930s and 60s and innocence and filthiness, all mixed together. Number 1. I can't stay on much longer, but if anyone wants to come on for a little bit, I'll put the link in the chat. But it's 3:45. We're probably going to go eat about 5. And doing these shows is rough on the neck. Look at this, these tiny little comic strips. Looks real innocent till you really read it. If Why Not Art 70 is still viewing, I've been trying to contact you. And Graphic Man, Lead Paint may be trying to ask you for my address. I said I'd send it to him maybe once, but he may, because he's wanting to get some, pick up some magazines for me at a store that he saw. This story is cool about these meatballs that come out of the sky and the meatballs start hitting people on the head, and then suddenly they're cosmically enlightened once they get hit by the meatballs, as I recall. It's some kind of metaphor, I think, for LSD. It's not a very subtle metaphor. I mean, it's pretty obvious. What the hell is that? The phone keeps making noises. Free Comic Book Day, Grumble versus the Goon. So this is not underground. It goes over here. Oh, these are free comic. Here's an Asterix Free Comic Book Day book. This is one of those things that everybody that collects comics in the United States is aware of, but not many people have really read. It's like that little kid with the blonde hair that has adventures, kind of like Little Orphan Annie. What's his name? I think Spielberg made a movie about him. It's one of those things that nobody knows about here, but is huge in Europe and everywhere else. what's his name? Can't remember. Here's Madman Comics. Let's see. I'm a Subgenius fan and an Over the Edge radio fan back when Don Joyce was alive. Yeah, the Subgenius stuff started in Dallas, where I used to live. And Ivan Stang was friends with my old friend Joe Riley. I remember he came to Joe Riley's birthday party and I met him. This is a Marvel magazine adaptation of The Destroyer. After the Remo Williams movie came out, Marvel did an adaptation. I'd forgotten about this. Doesn't look like one of their better efforts, but Graphic Answer.
Hey there, guy.
What's up?
I heard you say lead paint. Need your address.
What he was saying is that he saw at one of the comic shops there was about 10 copies of the Monster Times there, and he said, "I'll just pick up the ones you don't have for free, since you're entertaining me with your show."
Yeah.
So I went through all my Monster Times and made a list. These are the ones that I don't have. So he said, "I'll just get your address from Graphic Man." I said, "I can give it to you, but he'll probably be asking you."
Lead Paint is a great guy, and he's got my email, so sure.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot about this magazine, Barracuda. This is I think my wife is asking, "Are you still on YouTube?" Yes, but we'll stop soon because we're going to go eat about 5. Let's see if there's something she needs. Let's see. This is this is actually pretty cool. It's it has stuff about. Hold on, give myself full screen for a second. It's like a new version of old magazines. It's got an article on Thor Heyerdahl that I think discovered the Easter Island statues. It's for people that are into cool culture. Like they still have this Viva Las Vegas every year, and in Las Vegas they have Marvin Rainwater, Wanda Jackson. These are all people from the 50s that were still around. Wanda Jackson's not around anymore. And then new bands like Electric Frankenstein. So this is aimed, like pinup girls, but these are new pictures of girls now. This is when all this was like cool to be like a new beatnik kind of guy, and the shag art and everything. This has got to be, when was this from? It's just the big explosion of tiki culture and pinups, and oh man, I don't know when this is from. I would guess. So what are you up to, Graphic Man?
Well, I saw that you threw out the link there, and I thought, okay, I'll bite.
Oh yeah. Is there, we had Go Away came on for a little bit earlier, and he had some really cool collectibles he showed.
Oh, great!
So he might be a new person that might be coming on streams and stuff. Oh. So
yeah. If Why Not can still hear me, I've been trying to contact him. Unfortunately, YouTube will censor me every time I try to send Why Not my email address.
Oh.
So, because apparently they think they have to protect everybody from spam.
Well, they sure don't censor all these people
No.
from other countries that put little comments on our videos. It's like
Yeah.
it's like it seems like I think I saw one on the last Four Color Fossils show.
So yeah, if you can contact me on their Instagram at Graphic Man Comics, you'll see that little fist with the pencil red-handed logo. That's me. So yeah, we'd love to have Why Not on, because that way he could plug his paintings. I'm just totally fascinated with his Creature in the Black Lagoon. I try to tell him that every time he makes a video. I tell him, I like your Creature in the Black Lagoon.
I don't know if I've seen it. Is it on his videos?
Yeah, they're real nice, very slender little paintings. He's got a bunch of them.
We selling them?
I think he's selling prints. So
Oh, Prince. Okay.
yeah, and the last time I spoke to him, he said, yeah, he might come on in the fall. Well, that's tomorrow. So
Oh, tomorrow's the first day of fall.
well, yeah, well, October-ish. So
The official beginning of Halloween season, traditionally. And there's a Donald Trump rally, so I'll be watching that. Everything stops here when there's a Donald Trump rally.
And I'll be reading with the puppets tonight. We're going to be reading Fantastic Four number 19, where they go see the Pharaoh Ramatut.
Right.
For the first time. So,
and that later becomes Kang the Conqueror or something.
According to some, or / Doctor Doom quasi. I forget how that all works.
I'm just sending a quick text. Yeah, so we paid property tax this morning and got that because I got, it was fun. Well, it was just, I think, half installment. It's not as bad as where I used to live. And now they went in and refurbished my old house, and they're trying to sell it for an insane amount of money. And now the property taxes, I should show that. I mean, it doesn't. Actually, let me show that here because people remember. I guess some people remember the old house. Yeah. If you watched my channel, and I hope it doesn't help them sell the house, because they were a little bit. I won't slander anyone.
I wish a lot of people that had a monthly mortgage took the time to realize, when you get this paid off, this is what your taxes will be every year. I think they'd have heart attacks, but.
Oh yeah, well, I guess because it's just rolled into the mortgage,
right.
Yeah, they don't realize it, because it's never.
They don't realize they got to save up at the end of, and then December they got to pay that crazy thing, and so, or whenever you did.
Yeah, it's not fun now.
No, it's not.
I was plugging earlier trying to sell some of these paintings I've got that have been sitting in the garage, but someone wanted a couple of them, and then then I said, well, how about $100 each? Because it's like, he asked, well, how much? And I said, well, I don't know. What do you think? And he's like, he said, well, I don't know. What do you think? And then I said, I don't know, because I did that art for Gotham City Comics, and he traded me about $100 worth of stuff. So I don't know. I'm not professional. And then I don't think he answered back, unless it was lost in my junk mail. And then I got a check today for $100 to do a sketch, like or not just a sketch, but a drawing of kind of like monsters fighting, kind of like those eerie publications. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter anymore. It's not my current address. Okay, is this visible now?
Is that the Larkin Street?
It was Larkspur, where I used to live.
Yeah.
So they're selling. They're trying to sell it for like $500,000 now. They went in and completely changed it up. And it says, "What a beauty! Welcome home to this 5-bedroom. It used to be 4-bedroom, but they turned one bedroom into. They put a wall in and made it 2 bedrooms. 2.5. They didn't even spell it right. 2.5 bathroom, 2-story home, perfect corner lot with tons of outdoor space as well as an indoor. It even has a large covered patio. Let's get started. All new siding, new exterior paint, new landscaping, indoors, new floors, new paint, new fixtures, new cabinets, in kitchen with extra large quartz island. Great for entertaining. All new bathrooms added on half bath for guests. Home features large living rooms, master bedrooms on bottom level, and extra large bedrooms upstairs with large full baths on top floor. Ample storage throughout. Home ready for a large family. Sellers didn't hesitate to bring in luxurious updates throughout this home. Come out and visit this home today. You will not be disappointed." It's been on there for 73 days. They brought down the price several times, but now this is going to bring up the property taxes for everybody around the house. Because anyway,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, they failed to mention in that write-up that this house was the former home of the first about 500 episodes of the Grautu Orloff show.
right.
I don't know if that would help.
There's still a smiley face that I drew there where that branch was cut off. But anyway, they painted this stuff black. Let's see, what else did they do? They took out these bushes. They painted that. They didn't mention that someone will from the apartments behind the house will leave a shopping cart in your side yard about once every week or two. Once they finish unloading their groceries, that they wheel over for about a mile from the Kroger. They don't mention that part. And apparently now I noticed on the Nextdoor app, people are complaining that some homeless guy's living in a van next to the house now.
Ooh,
they don't mention that part. Right over here, you'll have a shopping cart placed there for you. But yeah, that was my parents bought that house for like $28,000 in 1976. So yeah, they replaced the door. Used to have a door that looked like the one in Bewitched with the little half moon.
Yeah.
And they painted that black. They changed that. Okay, they painted that also and put a plant there and changed the mailbox. Let's see, what else did they do? Here they tore out a whole wall that was here. It really is unrecognizable. I mean, almost.
That's your front door?
That's the front door. Used to be a wall here. That used to be. I used to have shelves here.
Right.
I used to have posters here. I don't know. I don't know if this looks familiar to anyone. That's about where we had the big TV. We would watch that there, but there was a wall here. I guess it wasn't a load-bearing wall. And then this, I had some pinball machines here. This is the original dining room. There was brick on the wall. There still is brick. They painted it white, but they were red and white bricks that matched the exterior of the house. And they replaced the flooring. I mean, everything's completely different. There used to be 1970s wood paneling here. Everything's different now. There used to be an oven. I mean, everything's been Frankensteined, but everyone that looks at it says it's wonderful. The sink used to be here. They moved it over there. Used to be a big window here. They painted the bricks white. And then there used to be, some whatever shelves, pantry, whatever here hanging down. But they changed it quite a bit. So they put a lot of money into it. But let's see how it works for them. So yeah, they changed the railings there on the stairs.
Yeah.
So to me, it just looks like a modern apartment complex. I mean, yeah, it looks fancy, but there used to be a um, closet here where I had a lot of my DVDs, but they have it now opening from the other side. Okay, let's. I have no idea where that bathroom is. I think that's one they put in somewhere. That's the master bedroom. They installed. This is a real trendy thing to use these
Yeah.
barn doors on a that slide over. Um, but yeah, let's see. I don't know where that is. That looks. Oh, that's the master bedroom bath. They put all that in. Um, that's the laundry room. That's the bedroom, my childhood bedroom. And I used to have Playboy centerfolds all along here. I did a lot of filming in this room. There used to be, I'm trying to remember how it was. If you watch the old shows, yeah, I did a lot of the comics were in this room. Um, I had all the comic boxes here. Had a bunch of model kits and stuff here. Yeah, you can't really recognize it. Um, that that was my brother Mike's room, but they put a wall here. It used to be much bigger. That's the movie one where I had the movie theater screen. So right about here is where I filmed a lot. I used to come on your show right about here, right about where the
Okay.
wall has been put. That's the door going into it. Yeah, weird. Anyway, if someone has $500,000, you can buy this house. That's my brother Steve's bedroom. It's I filmed a lot of episodes in there too. When I left, I had comic boxes stacked up all in that room. And then the back porch, they opened it up, and so now you have no privacy from the second story apartment complex coming in looking at you. They repainted my monster. I guess they didn't like the monsters I painted on the shed.
I was going to ask, did you leave those? I guess you left it all. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they were gonna alter it all anyway, but
Sure.
and my wife had bought a clawfoot bathtub, and she asked, are they gonna need this? Are they gonna replace it with one? And the lady said, well, I think it'll be all right if you keep it. And then she called her boss, and he said no. Of course, they didn't use it, but maybe they took it and sold it somewhere. So,
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know. They opened it up. What else did they change? They took out some bushes there. There's the stakes for that drive-in screen I used to have. I couldn't pull those up, and I guess they didn't try either. It's kind of dangerous having them stick up there, but anyway, I hope they didn't. Oh yeah, they kept that. That's a baby pecan tree that's growing up that I didn't want to. I wanted. They didn't cut it down. Good. So well, it's not the worst place to live, but there's a lot of restaurants and there's comic stores, but when the apocalypse starts, I don't know if it'll be the safest place. I think you'd want to live outside of a big city. But
now, when I came to visit you recently,
yeah,
at your current place, I didn't see any backyard area.
there really isn't.
Okay.
There's really not much yard. That's also a problem here. And that had a wonderful backyard, so that's certainly a plus. The negative is after that neighborhood was built in 1964, they built that apartment complex behind it like right afterwards and didn't let in. I talked to an old lady that moved there when the neighborhood was new, and they didn't tell them they're building the apartments. But for years, it was just retired people who lived there, and it was nice. But now it's sketchy. We saw a couple of body bags coming down the stairs. So now they've opened up the porch, so you have a nicer view of people going up the steps every hour to do various transactions. This is a picture. Let me show you. I don't know if you were watching earlier, probably not. That I was lent by the guy from the museum near here. How do I make? Wait a second.
You probably double clicked it. There you go.
Yeah, this it shows, if you look, when you came and you went, use this little knight to point. This is the entrance was right here, and there were stairs coming up. But see, back then, it was an open porch, and the stairs were over here on the other side. Everything's backwards on StreamYard. It's really tough. Shit. The stairs were on the other side, but this picture and the porch was open, so they expanded the main room out to that wall. It's weird. It's hard to figure. And the other thing it's weird is that this card is made out to Miss Mabel Still, and the barbecue restaurant we're going to tonight, Still Smoking, that's their family. The Still family run that. But it looks to me like this thing says 1912, but the house wasn't built till 1918. But doesn't that look like May 22nd, 1912 to you?
Oh, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. Unless it's an odd misprint of 1915, but no, that's got to be 12.
I don't know. It's a mystery because the house was supposed to have been built in 1918. Anyway, whatever. This is the only real picture I have of what it was like when it was first built as a home for people. I've got so.
Now, how did you get that postcard?
Oh well, the guy that runs the museum right next.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Said, here, I'll let you borrow it, and yeah, I need to like scan that or something where I have a perfect copy of it and then return it to him. But I don't have a scanner, and I don't have a FedEx or Kinko's or whatever you call it around, or I would blow that up. I was thinking of blowing it up into a painting, making it larger, and then trying to make a painting of what it looked like. But I don't know what color it was. I mean, I assume it was white.
If you could figure out where to stand and take your updated photo.
Yeah. I did that
side by side.
I did that about 3 hours ago on this stream. The very beginning, I came on as myself and then walked out with the phone and stood. It's right across on the corner where they took the picture. Yeah.
All right.
And so yeah, I can kind of see what they did to the house, but it's kind of like looking at my house that I just moved from. Mm-hmm. The things they did to it are it's mystifying. It's like I can't even imagine. You just took out a wall. You added a wall, and then you have a door going in from the hallway to that new room you've created. And where is this new bathroom exactly? It's all pretty magical what they did. I mean, there's nothing that's. I mean, they took all the mid-century elements out of the house. Not that it was a really cool 50s mid-century. It was more, I think they call it colonial awful. Is the style where it's in the 60s they were aware that the bicentennial was coming up and they tried to make things look colonial, but it was a weird mixture because there's the colonial element in some parts of the house, but maybe one of the first owners of the house, there were I think 2 owners before my parents bought it, maybe 3. One of them had made it kind of Western inside with the wagon wheel lights and. Yeah. And it had saloon doors that opened up where they took out a pocket door and put in those saloon doors that were popular in the 70s that never closed like they did in the Western movies. They'd open up and they would just get stuck. So my wife and I, we took those down when she first moved into the house. But I don't know. It's a nice house. It just, the crime was starting to get bad there. And when I'd see some guy walking down the street when I'm walking the dog, just shouting out the F word, and and what he's going to do to all the women. And he may have just been singing along to some song in his earbuds, but
Yeah.
it seemed like right out of Taxi Driver. It's like, I don't want to live in a Martin Scorsese movie. It's like, but we may have moved out too far where there's nothing, because my wife's getting a little depressed about, there's only a few restaurants and it's like but I've got to go over to Des Moines here next week. So then I'll explore there because I got to trying to get this job and got to fill out some paperwork there.
Yeah, and you need to pick up a couple of frames too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. There's a couple of those I don't think I have that, what was the one I was thinking about that I don't have that you did? I don't think I ever got the All-Star one with all of us, and I don't think there was another great one. I have to look through your cards. What was the other one? Was no, it was one of the spectacular ones. I mean, they all are spectacular, but just can't remember. I don't have any extra money, but I took $10 from this credit card I've got, and I got that Great West magazine that Meyer showed the other night, where it's just the saloon lady and the cowboy just exploding.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when I saw that. I had to get that before,
I totally enjoyed those models he was showing. Though I'm a sucker for War of the Worlds, that 1952 movie. I would love to find some that are already put together and painted.
Yeah, exactly. They're too hard to put together.
Yeah.
I had a sweetheart deal when Joe Riley back in the 90s when he was still around. He'd paint model kits for me, but then I think I started asking him for too many favors. Like, could you paint this one? Can you paint this? After a while, he just like, I think it was also the girl I was dating at the time. He just was sick of hearing about her, and it's like sometimes you figure that if your friend doesn't listen, it's like maybe I should just distance. I think that's may have been what he was doing. Oh, here's Basil. Yeah, to stream. Hey
guys, what's happening?
Not much. Hey. How's your move going?
Oh, I'm here. I'll show you. The room's getting pretty empty. I'm probably gonna wind it until Monday, just drag it out. It's still pretty warm over here. It's like 92 today, and you know what I mean? I don't want to keep, I don't know. Yesterday I really pressed it hard, man. I moved quite a bit. I'm going to do one more load today. I was going to take you guys out here and show you my moving vehicle. I thought you guys might enjoy this. This is what I'm using.
Not there right now?
No, he's at work. Can you guys see this thing?
Wow. Oh, I see.
Very nice.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the toys in the corral, man. Oh, my 886. I wanted to use it because I could get a lot, I wouldn't have to use my dinky little, actually that's my sergeant's rig right there, my good friend Jeff. That's a World War II Bantam trailer. That's a real World War II. Here, I'll show you. This real World War II, dated 1940 Bantam trailer.
Yeah.
It's got the original combat rims on it. I don't know if you can see what I'm showing you, but this is where it's like a covered wagon, and we have he has the wood that bows over the top of it, and then there's a tarp that goes over it, and here's the data plate. Can you see that where it says trailer, 2 wheels, quarter ton? Yeah. That's we found that in a total freaking rubbish fucking pile. I'm the one who found it. It was just sitting in this yard with this heaps of junk piled all over it. And anyways, long story short, I spied it for about 2 years, and then finally I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop and check it out. I asked a guy, and the guy was like, I go, is that trailer for sale? I looked at it. I didn't know it was a Bantam, but I looked at it for a little bit, and I go, is that trailer for sale? And he goes, yeah. I go, has it got a title? And he goes, no, it doesn't need a title. It's a military trailer. It was all painted orange. You know, it would be used for the city or something. And I go, all right, I'll give you $200. Well, I called my buddy Jeff, and he's like, yeah, let's get it. So, you know, we went over there together and unburied it. And then we found out after we got it home, it was a Bantam. That thing's worth like $3,000.
Yeah, my friend Tom and his family collect military vehicles, and they have like they have. I think his brother had a tank, but Tom, when he came back from Hollywood, he showed up at my house. I wasn't home at the time. In a World War II, what do you call it? Do you call it a personnel carrier, the type that carried all the soldiers in the back that would have the canvas over it? What do you call those vehicles?
Yeah, deuce and a half. Yeah, deuce and a half.
Someone had brought it back after the war and put two of them together. One of them had been blown up or something. And anyway, he shows up, and my dad, you know, is a veteran, and he says, you better be careful with that thing. Anyone can jump in it and leave because they don't have keys. I didn't realize that in wartime you don't want to be looking for your keys, or maybe the keys are in the pants of someone that got blown up. So you just press a button and they start. I didn't know that.
It's a floor starter. Most people don't even know, you know, that people get in it and they're retarded.
Type. Yeah. So anyway, when I got my first big screen TV at Best Buy, I was like, how am I going to get this home? And he brought this World War II vehicle there, and we carried that thing home in that vehicle.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's cool. Yeah, my 886 is like, it's an ambulance, so you know, the haul would be much easier for me. You know, I could put like 3 times the amount of crap I need to, you know, and each time I move it. But right now I'm just using that dinky Bantam trailer, going slow. It's too damn hot, man. You know, and I'm one guy, and you know what I mean? I'm just kind of, I mean, yesterday I moved 6 months worth of food.
Oh,
you know?
So are you moving in with a roommate, or are you getting your own place?
No, it's another old buddy of mine that I've known forever and ever and ever. He used to live with me for like 5 or 6 years, and it's a long, convoluted story. But he used to take care of this old timer, and he passed away, and he just left him the house. Well, he became my buddy is a veteran, and he's kind of become slightly invalid too. So, you know, he needs a little bit of help over there. And, you know, the place is not exactly the most desirable place that I'd like to live at. The location is better, but the house hasn't been taken care of. But I can stay over there and help him out and pay short rent. So the way I look at it is, it's a better deal. It is all around a better deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Plus, me and him get along. We've lived together for years and years, and not that I don't get along over here, but you know what I mean. I'm kind of like the third wheel over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
but it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I mean, like I said, I'm just a bit sore and moving kind of slow, and 92 degrees ain't helping. You know?
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. I'm still unpacking from April, and it's.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, dude. I mean, it is just. I am utterly amazed. I mean, I think I have a bunch of crap. Oh my lord, dude! You got 4 stories worth of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That had to be just one hell of a move on you, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, at least I don't have as much missing as I thought, but they're just things I.
How about you, Graphic Man? Are you pretty packed up? You got a bunch of stuff besides what's in your office too? You got lots of junk?
No, I used to, but I sometimes I just give stuff away. Like the other day, I gave lead paint, some She-Hulk comics. He had given me some nice stuff too, but I don't ever want to trip over anything or be surrounded too much. But where you see me usually, I'm out in a big garage, and so
yeah,
I'm in this. This is like a studio for me. This was an old bedroom my daughter was in. So,
oh, that's cool.
I pretty much made it autographs and doodads, but I do have a few odds and ends of various items that I don't usually show. Basil, sometime I'll show you all. I'm trying not to say a word for YouTube. I would show you things that eject certain projectiles.
Oh yeah, I've got tons of those too.
I don't want the internet to know what I have. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I am too.
And basically, it's things that are like 100 years old.
Yeah. No, I have a lot of old.
I don't go back to the Civil War. I want something that will repeat. I'm using all the right words.
Yeah. Now I have some flint and lock, and most of it I've gotten rid of over the years, but I have one piece that my grandfather hand built back in the 50s. It's just it was probably a kit gun that you could buy, but yeah, he cut the stock. He actually cut the stock and made it, the wood, and got the what do they call that, the template or whatever, and cut the wood. He made it everything, all the wood parts from scratch he built himself, and then of course he ordered the flint and the lock and the all the other gewgaws that go with it. But I have one of those. It's a Kentucky long projectile thrower, and the thing's taller than me. It's pretty. Goodness. Yeah, it's pretty neat. And, it's neat that you got. So I have something that my grandfather actually hand built. You know what I mean? Not like all the metal parts, but the wood and all that. And then of course I have. Go ahead.
I'll try to be careful. Does what you have, you're describing, could I use the word Kentucky?
Yeah, it's a Kentucky long.
Okay. Yeah. Right, well, okay.
Are they really? You really can't say that word on here.
Well, I just know that everything we do is getting recorded.
Exactly.
One day when they go, okay, who's next, and they get the paperwork.
Right.
Oh yes, this guy called Graphic Man. What has he got? And they'll send the computer going back to everything I've ever said in front of with my wife's phone in the same room. That's why I don't have a fancy phone like her, but she was talking about stuff the other day, and I said, you realize one day the stuff we're talking about, you and I will have to get our own code where we just kind of do this to each other's forearm, and then only we know what we're doing when we're saying to each other, because everything is going to get recorded and used against us one day. So,
yeah. Well, yeah, every day. So what's going on in South Carolina? I haven't checked the news.
I don't know. I haven't seen it neither.
Well, I just I've been, sometimes you go a few hours without checking what's going on. Let's see. Wall Street closes out miserable week, month, quarter, worst since March of 1920. Hurricane, South Carolina, life-threatening surge, power out. Yeah. Gas prices soar another 11 cents overnight.
Great. I'm on empty, both vehicles.
Yeah, it ain't cheap, that's for sure, man. I just dumped and I'm just moving a mile up the road from here, and I think I'm in like, I put $60 in that thing. You know, of course it runs on diesel, so it's a bit more expensive. So
they're trying to bring down Kerry Lake and what is it, Marjorie Taylor Greene. They're trying to smear them. It looks like it says Kerry Lake staffer. Where was that? Once admitted to murder for hire scandal or something. Oh, he disappeared. And they're trying to say that, you know, that Marjorie Taylor Greene, apparently her husband filed for divorce. So they're talking about how she was unfaithful to him back 10 years ago or something. And they're just trying to bring everybody down that is a hero on the other side. Looks like.
Well, Gratu, I'm gonna get off.
All right. Yeah, I need to run because we're about to go eat here in about half an hour, and I gotta. Yeah, but I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, if your fans want to see tonight, the Geeky Puppet Show.
Yeah, that's about what, 7:30?
About that Central, or yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see if I can come on. I don't know. How many characters are in that issue?
Pharaoh, one Egyptian, the 4, maybe a background or 2. I'll shoot you an Instagram when they send me whatever. So
yeah, how many people usually are there in the repertory group?
The 2 puppets, Maranya, Eric, and me. So
okay,
I don't know.
All right, sounds cool.
That.
Right, man, you've actually got the issue.
Yeah, I recently read it. It's pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah,
we all knew that.
Yeah. How much did you? Do you have any idea what you paid for that, or did you buy it years ago?
Yeah.
You probably don't want to admit it.
I used to record that type of thing. Knowing the guy I got it from when I was a teenager, I probably spent 12 back in.
That's good.
Back in the 80s. So
yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you.
All right.
Let's see. And I'm going to go ahead and see if about closing out this stream and seeing how things are going down. And let's see, how do I do that? Hold on one moment. So anyway, how are you guys doing today? Is doing good? Yeah. Let's see. How do I close this damn thing? Let's see. Where am I at here? All right. I'll be seeing you guys in broadcast.